Hello and welcome to another Zenphi tutorial. As you can tell by the title, today we're going to be going over just how easy it can be to set up a flow to automatically generate a mobile device audit for all of your Google Workspace users. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first step to any Zenphi flow is to set up your trigger, which is the action that initiates your flow. For this example, we're using the timer trigger, which will allow us to be able to select a start date, and then we can set up the flow to run every certain time. This trigger is perfect for all types of audits because you're able to set up your flow to run on a recurring basis, whether that be every day, every month, every year, etc. Our first action is the current date and time action, which is going to allow us to be able to select the format in which we wish to see the audit date. We're going to be storing all of this information in a Zenphi table, so choose the format that you like the most. Our next action is going to help us be able to see a list of all of the users inside of our domain. This action is called List Users, and you're going to need to set up a connection to your Google directory. To be able to do that, you're going to click on the plus icon here to create a new connection. This connection can be private or shared. You can also give it a different name. And then after you click on Authorize, you're going to be able to set up all of these parameters if you wish to limit the users that you see, whether it be just for a certain domain, a certain email, a certain manager. Since we're going to have multiple users, we want to loop through each one of them using a for each loop. So here we're using the collection of users, which we could retrieve from the previous action. And we're going to want to list the devices for each one of those users. So using the list mobile devices action, we're going to set up our connection. Here you're going to need a Google admin connection. So here when you click on create new connection, you're going to need to upload the credential file for the service account. Once you have that, you're going to need to indicate the email of the user who you want to list the mobile devices for. So using this chain icon, which is called our token picker, we can select the user email from our previous action. And now since the users may have more than one device, we want to make sure that we add each one of them individually. So we're going to use another for each loop to be able to add each one of those devices. So here using the token picker, we're going to select the collection of devices. And we're going to add everything to a Zenphi table. This is the table that I've created, so we're going to be saving the audit date, the user email, the device, the status, and when it was last synced or used. So now inside of this for each loop, we're going to use the create record action. So all you have to do is select the table you wish to add the information to, and you can select which fields you want to add. In this case, you're going to click on the token picker, you're going to open for each device, and you're going to be able to see all the information for each device individually. However, for the email, we're going to retrieve it from our first for each loop, which will have the user's email. And now we can save and we can test run, so we can start a new instance, click on start. Now for testing purposes, I have only indicated one user. But as we can see from the steps, it has added the device information to our log. So let's go ahead and go to our table. And this is what it would look like for each one of the users. We'd be able to see the date that the audit was run, their email address, the device that they had connected to, the status of the device. It could be approved, it could be rejected. And then we also have the last sync, which is the last time they used the device. And as you can see, in just a few easy steps, you can easily generate a flow to be able to automate the process of auditing the mobile devices in your organization. Not only will this process help you save time, but it will also help you make sure that all devices that are using any sort of information or network inside of your organization have been approved. Thank you so much for watching. In the description, you're going to find a link where you can book a free demo meeting with our team. We can help you build your first process and answer any questions you may have. Thank you so much for watching.